Hello everyone, welcome back to the Corporate Podcast for April. It's good to have everyone back, the sun's shining and been made aware it's actually World Autism Day, so happy World Autism Day. But yeah, I'm not going to beat around the bush, I think we'll just get stuck in. There's no Pete unfortunately, but Adam's got a question, so do you want to ask it to Stuart instead, Adam?
What do you think of a new recycling system?
There was a very good video that came out, which I think has been very helpful to staff and volunteers as to what we should be recycling. But there are going to be teething problems, inevitably. The food bins, there seems to be a national shortage of food bins at the moment, so we're still waiting for those to arrive. And there is a degree of confusion as to what goes into mixed recycling and what goes into general waste. So folks can listen and watch the video. I think that would help them to define which is which. And importantly, Blue Roll goes in general waste and not mixed recycling. I'm getting that message out now to everybody who's listening, so you know how to treat the Blue Roll. But there'll be teething problems until everybody gets into the right system and way of dealing with stuff, which will take a few weeks. But it'll be good because it'll help to save the planet.
Indeed. You may as well just carry on with whatever you were going to say, Stuart. Sorry.
That was
I'm just going to go around the semicircle.
Elucidating that. Okay. Financially, it's too early to say what the final outcome of the last financial year to the end of March or Monday was, but I do know a couple of things. One is that the amount of business that we did, that's our turnover, that's how much income we generated in March, topped £1 million for the month, for the first time ever. And I do also know that the sales for the last 12 months in our cafes, which only just topped £1 million 2 years ago, has hit £1.3 million this year. So you can see that's all movements in very much the right direction. The financial budget for this next year, the year that's just started, was briefed out to staff at the strategy sessions. What I can tell listeners and people around the table today is there's enough money in that budget for trips for the next 12 months. Sure, that was going to get asked.
It wasn't actually. I purposely avoided it this time.
There we go. I've preempted it. At the end of those strategy sessions, we did finish up with the news about the new payroll system that we're implementing, and there will be a general email that goes out on Friday, the 4th of April, to all staff about how you can access your pay slips for April onwards. I've just been at the pop-up shop, and that's doing quite good business. We should be on for just over £2,000 by the end of the week. So thanks very much to all those clients who contributed and to staff members who've helped to staff it over the course of the last few days. Since the last podcast, we have won 4 pieces of work. One in Manchester, it's described as Autism Wise, and 3 pieces of work in Stockport, which in total is another kind of £350,000 worth of business per year for the time being. So that is good news. Since Pete isn't here, I will finish up with something on the environmental news other than recycling, and that is tomorrow we are purchasing our 3rd electrical vehicle for use in Stockport, and also we are just about to have the batteries installed on the solar panels at Prospect. The solar panels are doing a fantastic job generating loads of electricity. Pete would give you more stats about that, but I'll leave that for a future occasion.
All right, cool. Since you'd mentioned the pop-up shop, Jane, do you want to ask your question because that's related? This would be for everyone there.
Have any of you visited the pop-up shop yet?
Yeah, I've been 3 times.
Oh, 3 times.
There you go.
No, the question is, have you bought anything Stuart, from the pop-up shop?
3 times.
Yeah.
What have you bought?
Tea cakes.
Fair enough.
Oh, okay.
Tea cakes?
Okay. Tea cakes.
Love tea cakes.
Adam, tea cakes. I've been to the pop-up shop. It was great, and I liked they've got a new I don't know what you call it, product. New
Yes.
product. Where it's a container with the soil in and the bulbs in and the seeds in for you to grow stuff.
Oh, a terrarium.
What's it
Is that what it's called? A terrarium.
Terrarium.
There you go.
Is it on it?
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it is.
Yeah, so it was great. It was. I went towards the end of the day, so it wasn't too busy. But they were saying that Lego was proving
Yeah, it's a big hit.
very successful
Yeah.
yet again with some fantastic Lego items in there, and that seemed to be the biggest hit. But yeah, no, as always, fantastic quality of items there.
Yes. Anyone else been? I've not been yet. Oh, Alex has. Alex has been. Right at the back there.
4 times, Alex.
Oh, that's more than you, Stuart.
More than me.
Yeah.
Did
6
you buy any
times you
tea
can say
cakes,
again.
No.
Probably because I bought them all.
All right.
Good
Cool.
question, Jane.
I'll tell you what. Let's. I'll just go around. So, Amanda, do you want to go next?
Certainly. Hi everybody. So I've actually missed, I think, the last 2 podcasts. So I wanted to apologise for that. So I'm here today. Haven't really got loads to update except just to say that from a pure college perspective, we're at Easter already, which always shocks me and surprises me how fast time is going. But we are coming to the end of our 3rd year of delivering the college, which means this year is a really significant year for the college because the learners that joined us when we opened will be actually leaving us in July of this year. So our first set of students will be graduating. So I think it will be quite a significant celebration. I do think there'll be probably some tears in the room, but it's a celebration of people, the students and their families kind of being on the journey with us. So a big celebration hopefully in July. The only other thing I was going to say is we have increased our numbers to 36 in September and we've got a lot of applications for Pure College. And I think that's the merit of the success of the college and word of mouth and families and students. So again, I think that's the most reassuring thing is actually when families are saying it's working. So we feel very reassured around that. So going forward, we'll have a slight increase of students. And the only other thing I was going to say was it was National Sport Internship Day on the 27th of March. I was just impressed by how much activity we did and the quality of the activity that all the internship sites were doing. I had the pleasure of going to Stepping Hill to watch kind of an Easter raffle going on and spoke to all of the interns there. But I think across the board we raised quite a lot of money for charity. So I just want to say well done to the teams and everyone involved. So thank you.
Good. Okay, Danielle, should we switch over to you?
Yeah. So for me, one of the big things to share about is our new Autism Wise contract, which officially goes live today. It felt like the right day to go live with it being World Autism Day. So that's quite an exciting new contract. It's called Autism Wise, which is an acronym, which stands for Wellbeing, Information, Support and Empowerment. So that contract is all about being available for people who either have an autism diagnosis or who are waiting for an assessment for an autism diagnosis, who are looking for some kind of support. And it's a really fluid contract in that it could be people who are looking for something in the community where they can, go bowling with people or get to know other friends that have autism. So it could be a community activity. It could be somebody looking for employment. It could be somebody wanting benefits advice. Whatever it is, our job is to take on those referrals and try and get the right support in place for them, whether that's with Pure or whether that's with one of our subcontractors or beyond that. So that's a really exciting contract that's gone live today. The referrals can be submitted via Pure's website, and we've also got an Autism Wise at Pure Innovations email address as well if anybody's got any inquiries or would like to discuss potentially referrals as well. The other bit of good news to share, our IPS contract with Pennine has just finished year 1, and we've done exceptionally well. So the IPS contract is split between providers, so Pure are the lead provider, and we have the growth company, and we have possibilities that deliver a section. Collectively, we've supported 170 people into work in the first year of delivery, which I think is exceptional. And Pure's slice of that delivery, we actually overachieved. We've finished on 106% of our target, which is fantastic. So well done to the contract manager Ben, and also Jen and Andrea, who have worked really, really hard to make that happen, and the employment specialists obviously delivering, who have gone above and beyond to do that. The other bit of good news to share, on supported internships, we've had 2 vacancies go live today. These are really exciting new vacancies, and they are off the back of us deciding that internships are something we really want to invest in and something that we really want to grow. So we've got 2 assistant manager vacancies that have gone live. One is similar to the role that Jamie Sykes is currently doing. So he's line managing some of the senior employment officers and employment officers who run the internship site. So we're looking for somebody to work alongside him, managing the internship projects, but we're also looking for another assistant manager who's going to support in the development and the mobilisation of brand new supported internships. So that's quite an exciting role as well. And I think that's everything from me.
Good. Okay, so before we move on to you, Louise, I might get Kofi and Nick to ask their questions, because I feel like they're probably best suited to what you're going to say, especially since Amanda's already mentioned about like graduation stuff. So, whose was it? Nick, do you want to ask your question, mate?
Yes, please. Right. Are there any big events coming up soon?
Yes, there is, Nick, because Pure Innovations' birthday is in June. Do you know how old we will be?
Too old.
6-year-olds.
No, do you know how old we're going to be? How old has Pure Innovations been going? What would you guess at? Guess that, Adam. You were having a guess. How old do you think we are?
2.
2. 2 years. Have you been coming 2 years, Adam?
Well,
No.
actually, maybe that was okay,
It's a bit more than 2.
If I guessed, I'd probably say about 25.
Oh,
It's close.
so close.
So close.
So close.
Go on, Alex.
Alex.
20.
Yeah, on Alex. Joel's cheating. Cheater.
Yeah. Well done, Alex. 20 years old. So Pure is 20 years old.
you.
Actually, in June of this year. So we left the local authority in 2005. But we're probably not going to celebrate in June just for timing. But we do want to have a bash. All the staff, everybody that's connected to Pure in whatever way, shape or form that may be, are going to be invited, and we think it'll be around autumn time, and we're looking at Stockport County's ground. So
Great.
That is what we're looking at this moment in time. Anything else going on?
Tell you what, Kofi, do you want to ask yours quick? Go, because you
Have
might
yours.
be able to answer.
What will be happening for the Access Festival?
There you go.
The Access Festival, I think, will be happening autumn time. So, and Emily is due back around May time of this year. So she will be leading on it, as she always does, because she is just fantastic at that. And everybody will be invited for those who want to come, because it's such a hugely successful event. And I know there are so many people that look forward to it every year, but also practice their singing. Thinking of one person in particular who certainly likes to perform at the Access Festival. I think it will be the same. I think we'll have a band and a bit of a disco. And I think the venue will be the same, so I think the venue is already secured. So yes, so that will be autumn time, Kirkley. Are you going to come?
Yeah.
Loves it. But yeah, I went a bit off topic there. Is there anything else that you wanted to speak about?
The only other, I was going to ask you guys a question, which was around have you launched a new YouTube channel?
New Instagram.
New Instagram.
Mhm.
Okay. Tell me about it. What's that about?
Well, so we wanted to kind of go across different platforms to kind of get a bit more attention. Because YouTube's good, but Instagram you get a lot of quick like views like that, don't you? So we're not putting like video. Well, apart from the shorts that go on YouTube, we're not putting any like proper videos up. It's probably the best way to use it is advertisement. So sending the like links on that to go over and watch it on the YouTube channel and stuff, and then kind of showcasing individual guys' work, because a lot of the stuff that's individual tends to only go on the radio. So the stuff that they do like day in and day out, we're gonna try and recognise that more on the Instagram and like appreciation posts and stuff. Still not followed back by Pure yet, by the way. Just saying.
Oh, really?
No,
So
no, I don't think so.
no, really.
Fact checking.
Okay.
Also, interviews, well, a lot of people we do interviews with are also.
Yeah, when we want to communicate with companies and people for interviews, it's just dead easy to like DM people on Instagram and speak to them through that, because it means if Reese isn't in, then they can't get hold of us, or if I'm not in and Joe's not in, so it's all on one phone. We've got our own phone now for the radio project, so it can all go through that, which is what the Instagram does.
Okay.
But yeah,
How many followers do you have at the moment?
more than what I have.
27.
Yeah, like 27.
Okay.
Your
And what's
coffee's
your
following us.
Woohoo!
Coffee's following, but Pure Innovations isn't. So it's all right. We'll make a note of that and make sure that we absolutely do follow you.
But yeah,
It's really important.
yeah, big things. Hopefully, we hope to get a bit more. Yeah.
Well, the YouTube's been very. I
Yeah.
on YouTube.
I was going to mention this at the end, but when this video goes out, it will be our 300th video.
2 years.
2 years since we.
300 videos, just over 70,000 views.
Yeah, since we got cracking 2 years ago. But yeah,
40 countries.
so we're hoping Instagram just. Yeah.
Quite a few countries, I don't know.
Yeah, India was a big one.
Yeah, India,
Which was,
yeah,
yeah.
quite a few.
Don't know why, but
Okay.
yeah, so we're just hoping the Instagram adds even more to what we've already kind of been doing.
No, well done, because I think it's great, and you should absolutely get your work out there and promote the work that is taking place here. So that was my question. The only thing that I've really got to say is a big thank you to everybody that came to the rollout of the strategies. So there was probably about 8 of those that took place across Stockport, Rochdale and Oldham. Over 50% of our staff were able to attend one of the sessions. And we spoke a little bit about what's been achieved last year. So we've grown in the numbers of people that we support. Do you know how many people we support?
I do.
Go on.
271.
Across Pure?
Oh, no idea then. 500.
Okay, so a bit more than that. Nick, if you were going to hazard a guess, how many people do you think we support?
1,000.
Keep going.
1,300.
1,300.
Really?
Yeah, on any one given day. So that's a lot of people, and that is, in the last 2 years, that's a 30% increase on the numbers of people that we support. And that was one of our strategic objectives, and has been, and will continue to be going forward. In addition to, it's really important that, our service can reach as many people, but it's also important to know, so what difference does it make coming here on your lives? So what is the impact that we have on the people that we support? So we're going to start measuring that. We haven't got that at the moment, but that's something that we're going to be working on, certainly for the forthcoming years ahead. And our income has increased as well. So if the numbers of people that were supported, you'd expect our income. So does anybody hazard a guess what our turnover is as a charity? Kofi, any ideas? Turnover, we're in the millions.
How many millions?
How many millions? Go on, Nick, you're getting really good at this, Nick.
I'm gonna say 5
So
million.
you're going to say 5 million, Adam.
5 million.
6 million. Kofi, you're on 5 million. Okay. We were 5 million in 2005, and this year we're going to be 11.5 million.
Oh.
Woo!
So
That's
we
a lot of money.
were, so we're 11.5 now, Alex. So that's also really important as we grow, our income grows and our reach grows across Greater Manchester. So we continually want to drive, you know, the service that you guys get here is really important. And I know, Fraser, you're at other services, as I'm sure some of you are,
Yeah.
in addition to the Grey Horse. But actually, we need to hear from you as well and what's working for you guys and where we can get better. So driving up quality in the days that you have, Adam, are there any other things that you want to get involved in? Day trips has always been really popular. So Stuart's already confirmed there's money in the budget for that. So start thinking around where your next trip wants to be. What you would like, that's not very good grammar, is it? But anyway, so where you would like to go on some of your trips, because there's money there. And also for our teams, our staff teams, and making sure that they are supported well in the roles that they do.
Lovely.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll head over to you then, Monica, to finish off.
Thank you. So I think we had a lot of information given to us. So I'll start with numbers. I just wanted to share something I've found out in the last few days when I was doing a course, particularly on mental health, and because we're in the radio project, I think it's really relevant. So we talked about our thoughts, how they influence our emotions, our feelings, and then how those emotions kind of influence our behaviors. And the lady who was delivering the training gave us a little tip when we maybe our thoughts aren't so positive, what can we do? So apparently, if you listen to music you like, you can bypass the thought stage and immediately feel better, which will then make you act in a happier way, hopefully, and be happier. So I found it really interesting. So I just wanted to share with you, obviously being here in the radio.
Yeah.
Music is very important for me. I absolutely adore music. So I just wanted to share it as a little tip. Obviously, with the sun outside, we don't need much to these days to feel cheerful. But let's face it, it's not going to be there forever. So maybe a bit of an advice for those rainy days. You do feel like your thoughts are a little bit less positive than they normally are, and you're not sure how to turn things around. Apparently, listening to music you like immediately puts you in a better mood, so it's worth for everyone to know. Do you guys agree with me?
Yeah.
I agree.
I
Sunshine
feel like
makes
that,
everything better.
I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
and,
it does.
So it's nice to know there's something that anyone can, kind of quickly access and cheer themselves up. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you like music, Nick?
Yeah,
Taylor Swift.
Oh, I love Taylor. I'm a Swiftie.
So's Joe.
There's that big one now with the please.
Sabrina.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, that's Nick's favourite now, isn't it? Yeah, Sabrina.
I didn't like the espresso, but I like the
Oh, I think that's my favourite.
espresso.
I remember the one with Dolly Parton.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah. Well, it looks like we've made really good time. We're about to hit the 25-minute mark. Is there if we are going to ask any questions, then we'll make it quick, guys. Okay. So, is there anything that you want to ask before we close up? Oh yeah, both. Mandy's listening, by the way. Good luck with retirement. That's just coming to my head now that Fraser mentioned that. Happy retirement, Mandy. Never seen that book before. But hell yeah, heavy metal.
Yeah, we just sent the book, Who's Who of a Heavy Metal edition.
Oh, second edition.
So just so you know, it doesn't matter what music you listen to as long as you like it.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
I used to listen to all the friggin' time.
He loves it.
It's now what music you listen to as long as you like it. So if it's a heavy metal for someone,
Fair enough.
That's perfectly fine.
Makes sense. ACD, yeah, no, yeah, love a bit of that. Right, I think, 25 minutes, we'll call it a day there then. So it's nice to see everyone again, and we will be seeing each other in, I'm going I'm guessing it's probably going to be June, isn't it? 2 months' time. All right, probably see you all in June then. Ta, goodbye.